It's young, cute me.
Hair Rogan.
So dumb. I was so dumb. I'm dumb now, but I was really dumb then. But it's just, then I figured out how to do things that I would laugh at.
Yeah.
And that was like right around the time I was figuring that out. And then it's figuring out like don't just accept it the way it is. Edit that shit down. Like, trim it up. Rework it. Try it a different way. Yeah. Figure out a way. And one of the things that I learned over the pandemic is like, you give a bit 2 years or you give a special 2 years, it's going to be pretty good. Give a special 4 years. Like, it's better.
5.5 years. Ari Shaffir Jew on YouTube right now.
So
Ari, that is. That's a coincidence.
If only
we're wearing Ari Shaffir.
It was wild. You guys all showed up.
If only if this was a hot topic right now. If there was some
I would sell out of them.
Jew news.
Just making them overnight on the fucking cheapest shit I could.
Do you think people would be mad at us non-Jews wearing this? Is this an issue?
Well, we have your support.
For now,
they don't really
turn on us. If he has to.
They don't really claim he's one of their brightest. So
this isn't going to be the maddest they get about this podcast.
No way.
Nah, we're starting fires we can't put out, guys.
Yeah, we're fine.
Hey, hey, tell me about your special. So
starting fires we can't put out.
Yeah, you'll see.
That's my business model.
Starting fires I can't put out.
That's all I've ever done.
It's a good name for a special too.
That's why I'm number one. That's not an accident. You just keep moving.
CNN can't never not
keep running. Keep running.
You should do a podcast with Kanye.
I would love to.
On CNN.
I would love to. I would tell him, like, dude, listen, I know you're up to something. So, like, I'm not going to attack you. I'm not going to claim you're crazy. What you got, bro? You're an artist. What are you talking about?
I'm not even following it that closely, so I know that he's saying like crazy stuff. I know I listened to Lex Friedman and him. But it's not fascinating to me, so I just tap out pretty quick.
Well, Kanye, this is the way I've described it. I'm going to describe it in the most charitable way possible. Yeah. The same thing that makes him a great artist. It's like boom, bam, boom. Yeah. It's like one thing to the other, and every rap flows with the fucking beat, and it's so catchy, it's so good, and he's in full control. Yeah. He's on the throttle, he's working the blinkers, he's got the brake, he's shifting gears. He's a genius. When you apply that same thing, when you apply that same thing to conversation, you want to dominate the conversation. You want to say and then enforce what you're saying, and then like try to figure out a way to make what you're saying valid, even if it's not. You're like wrestling with your initial idea that you put out there, then you're experiencing pushback. You don't like it,
just put it to a fucking beat, dude. Give us what we want.
Well, it's also somebody
you all he did was make bangers for forever. Just put it to a fucking beat.
He's also.
Have you ever heard Black Skinhead? It's one of the greatest songs of all time.
Dude, N-words in Paris?
Oh!
What's that word?
He made a rap through a fucking wired up jaw.
The thing is, everything that he's like touched that is creative.
Yeah.
Also like clothing, right? So like his designs.
$100 t-shirt.
The Kanye hoodie, the Gap collab Kanye hoodie is the greatest thing I've ever put on my tits.
Yeah.
It is fucking phenomenal. Yeezys, fucking phenomenal.
They're disgusting.
They're so comfortable.
They glorify Crocs.
They're so fucking comfortable.
The 350s are super.
Kanye's a fucking genius. And then you watch him with Lex Friedman, and I feel bad for him because I feel like he's like a dumb girl trying to fight.
He makes some good points, though. He makes when he's like, no. Okay, first of all, we are annoying. Second of all, when he goes,
this is great. This is a good bit. This is a good bit. Please tell me you do this on your special on YouTube.
Please open with this tonight.
You realize how many people are going to be Googling the word Jew on YouTube?
Please open with this tonight.
I'm good.
Oh my God, you have Jew 2 now because of Kanye.
That's right.
Jew 2 coming 2026.
Jew 2, that's right.
You got to do it. You should do a post just about how right he is.
But when he says my bank dropped me because of what I said, and they kept fucking Jeffrey Epstein. Like, there's not some hypocrisy there.
Well, I think now they're being forced to be publicly accountable to something.
They're going to drop Jeffrey Epstein finally.
But it's something that's very public, right? Like when things become very public, it becomes a problem for them. That's very public. You know, I was talking with Tony about Adidas. Like, Adidas was started by Nazis.
IBM
and Adidas.
Oh yeah.
I got Adidas.
You know, their brother. They split up. You know, his brother. Yeah,
was started by Nazis.
Two brothers. Yeah,
they were like legit Nazis,
dude. Who did
Adi Dassler? He started Adidas, and his brother started Puma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. Puma. His brother.
Whose brother?
What is
Adidas.
Is there a single sneaker that you could buy that's fucking 100% made in America?
Conflict free. No, not a made in America.
What about New Balance?
Tom's of Maine?
I think that is American made.
I think New Balance might be. Is that real? Find out if that's true. Is
my
everything
favorite Miss Patrick was after Black Lives Matter and everybody's like yelling and screaming. She goes, "Calm down, white people. Ain't nobody trying to take your New Balance."
I saw David Lucas fuck around with an audience.
Look at this. We're proud to be the only major company to make or assemble more than 4 million pairs of athletic footwear per year in the USA.
I saw that in flip-flops.
Which represents
But hold on, there's a word. There's a word.
Represents a limited portion of our
But there's a word in there that's a little bit of
yeah.
a problem. That's assemble. The assemble parts are that's a little problem because that might mean they get parts from overseas and they're assembling it in the United States.
Or assemble more than 4.
Because there's a lot of shit that's
here.
hard to get in the United States. Like,
how about that second one? What sneakers are made in the United States?
Okay,
New Balance, Adidas.
Oh, these are like a specific
Adidas best road running shoes. They're made in America.
Oh.
Right, but the thing is, like, when they say made in America, do they just mean assembled? Like, where are the parts coming from?
Right.
Like, Origin is a company that I work with that makes it's Jocko's company. They make American-made jeans, American-made jiu-jitsu gis, American-made boots. But even the American-made boots, everything that you can get is American-made, except one thing you can't get that's from South America.
What is that?
It's like there's like a part of the sole, like the base.
It's going to be the sole. It's going to be the one part where it's going to cost some money.
No, it's not like the actual sole itself. It's like the middle layer. It's like there's a hard leather middle layer, you know, where the
They're
sole...
doing their best, at least.
They're doing the... What's it called, buddy?
Midsole.
No, but it's not that's the insole.
No, that's the insole.
It's whatever.
Midsole.
I don't think they're calling it that, though. It might be that, but it's like it's a hard... It's like they have it on their website. They're very, very transparent about it. Like there's this one thing and said, as soon as we can source this in America, we'll make it 100% American. But their jiu-jitsu gis, their clothing, everything they make, all the stitches, all the people making it, all the cloth, it's manufactured here, it's put together here. That's not common. It's like most of the stuff they're getting from like the cheapest places they can get it, and that's not necessarily America.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And like every Nike's made basically overseas.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be there'd be a fucking great market for a really good sneaker that's 100% made in America?
Yeah. Where's Under Armour stuff
if you
made?
build it that way,
Yeah.
You know,